Hi YouTube, welcome to the Killian family homestead. Just some interesting antics from our Tom. Again, we like to cut some flight feathers off so they don't jump over the fence, but see if we can get him to do some of his antics. Of course, he puffs himself up, he fans his tail feathers out, he likes to show how big and tough he is. This is his place. That rooster right next to him, Eric the Red, he's a great rooster. He's not aggressive towards people, but he and the Tom do not get along. And actually, one interesting thing is that from the moment we received this Tom, this rooster stopped crowing as often. He'll crow, but not as often. So that's an interesting trade-off. I want to see if he dances for you. Sometimes they'll do that. Watch this. There we go. Oh, darn it! He was gonna do it. Actually, one interesting tidbit is that when a turkey, male turkey, is less than a year old, it's actually called a Jake instead of a Tom. So I refer to it as a Tom simply because, I don't know, it's easier to remember and people understand it, but he is technically a Jake, and he is approaching 1 year old come March, end of March sometime, so we're probably actually first week or two of April actually. So here he is doing his little dance and things for his girl there. It is springtime, and so chicks and baby poults are all in the making. So here is, it's a little dirty, so I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for the shakiness. I'm going to zoom out so it's not so shaky. So here is project number 1 that I have semi-finished, and utilizing recycled vinyl fencing and some recycled wood, I've built myself a tractor that will be used for either a grow out place for, not a grow out, I'm sorry, a place where you can house smaller baby chicks. Oh, there he is. You see him dancing over there? That's his dominant dance. It's time to mate, he says. It's springtime. I wish he wasn't so far away. But there's his dance that he does come springtime, letting everyone know. It's funny, you know, none of the chickens or turkey hens are even looking at him or caring, but in his instinct it says to do that in the springtime. Quite fascinating. But one idea I have is, of course, like I said in my previous video, is for this to become a rabbit tractor. The thing that I like about rabbits is how quick they put on meat and how quick you can butcher them. But if you think about it, if I had a second tier platform up above here, the rabbits would have a lot of greenery down below to eat. Then they could hop up here to feel like they're getting away, I guess you could say, and give it more square footage for them to roam. And I'm not looking to put a bunch of them in there, just maybe 2 or 3, and see how it goes. It's kind of an experiment, but I don't know, I just like recycling. It looks a little bit kitty-wampus simply because the ground is not level at all, but it's once I clean it up, and oh, you see that tire right there? That tire, it slides right in there and on the other side, and then it wheels around really well. Maybe in a different video I'll show you how that works, but here's a quick update on our backyard homestead. One thing I am worried about this year, there's the rooster doing his thing in the springtime. Okay, one thing I'm worried about is how rough the chickens have been on the ground over the early spring here. They are, now that the ground isn't frozen, they're really tearing it up, and the grass is having a tough time popping out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some poultry netting fence, and I'm going to block off, let's say, this area right here, reseed all of this, and not let any of the animals in there. Let it grow. This side will grow while they're eating this side, and then we'll rotate back and forth every 25 days or so. So that's the next project, of course. There's lots of things going on. Thanks. Just wanted to catch you up.